All right. So go ahead, come to a comfortable seat and close your eyes. Happy Wednesday. Start to bring your awareness to your breath. Simply inhale and exhale through your nose. Don't do anything to control your breath just yet. You might roll out your shoulders a little bit or turn your head from side to side, just to work out any little kinks that accumulated overnight. And now find stillness. This is a quote from Eckhart Tolle. Wisdom is not a product of thought. The deep knowing is the wisdom arises through the simple act of giving someone or something your full attention. Attention is primordial intelligence, consciousness itself. It dissolves the barriers created by conceptual thought, and with this comes the recognition that nothing exists in and by itself. It joins the perceiver and the perceived in a unifying field of awareness. It is the healer of separation. So give this time, this moment, give this person, this body, yourself, your full attention. And now start to deepen your breath. As you breathe in through your nose, feel your rib cage expand, and it's an expansion wide and even in the back part of your ribs. Maybe you feel them stretch a little. Exhale, gently draw your front ribs in toward each other. Control the exhalation. Start to add some movement with your arms. Inhale, sweep your arms out to the side and reach them all the way up. Press your palms together. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Dedicate this practice to your wisdom. Being able to put your complete attention onto your body, mind, and spirit for this hour. On your next inhale, reach both arms out to the side and all the way up. Again, palms touch, but this time exhale, twist to the right. Take your right hand behind your back and your left hand to your outer thigh. Inhale as you lift your chest, lengthen your spine, root both sits bones to the mat. Exhale, gently twist just a little bit more. One more time like that. Inhale as you lengthen your spine. Exhale, gently twist a little bit more. Keep your left hand where it is. Sweep your right arm all the way up and overhead as if you were painting a rainbow in the ceiling. Take it to the opposite knee. Good. So now we're crisscrossed with our arms, chin to chest, round your back. Wrap your arms all the way around each other. Eagle arms, Garuda arms. Inhale as you lift your elbows up. Exhale, flex, draw your elbows down. Again, inhale, elbows up. Exhale, draw them down. Good, one more time like that. Inhale up. And exhale. Come back up to center, sweep both arms out to the side, turn your palms up. Inhale, reach both arms up high. Exhale, twist left. Anchor both sits bones to the floor, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist a little more. One more time, inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, twist a little more. Keep your right arm where it is. Inhale, sweep your left arm all the way up and over. Oh, big stretch. Grab the opposite knee, tuck your chin to your chest, round your back. Breath in, breath out. Eagle your arms, bring your right arm under your left. Inhale, lift both elbows up. Exhale, flex. Draw your elbows down toward your pubic bone 2 more times like that. Today we learned the story of Garuda, eagle. Come right back up to center. Reach your arms out to the side, flip your palms up again. Inhale, this time arms up, lengthen both sides of your waist. Exhale, hands to the ground in front of you. Anchor both sits bones to the floor and start to crawl forward, create length in your spine. So Garuda is half man, half eagle, but a giant man, super strong. Body of a man and the wings of an eagle and the head of an eagle. Walk both hands back up and in. Whichever ankle was on top, crisscross. Anchor both sits bones and again crawl forward. So see what feels good. You can move your one ear to one shoulder, or if your forehead touches the floor, maybe roll from one side of your forehead to the other. Walk both hands back up and in and make your way to tabletop position. Once you're in tabletop, spread your fingers wide. Line your wrist creases up with the front of your mat, cat-cow. Inhale as you open up your chest. Sink your belly to the floor. Hi, Leslie, good morning. Exhale as you tuck and round. Now move with your breath. Inhale as you open and extend. There's no right or wrong. It's kind of exploring our spine this morning. Come right back up to center. Once you're in center, reach your right arm straight up toward the sky. Turn your palm to face the floor. Okay, see if you can get your biceps in line with your ear and still keep your ribs and hips square to the floor. Sweep your arm all the way out to the right and by your hip like a big giant wing. Bring it back to center. Do that again. Sweep out to the right, all the way back by your hip. Reach it up now over your head, back to center. One more time. Sweep all the way out. Come back to center. Eagle is about getting big and getting small. Take your hand down to the ground. Okay, now left leg. So it's the opposite leg. Straighten your left leg, float it up so it's parallel to the floor. Don't let your belly sink or sag. Still pull your navel in, one line from the crown of your head to your heel. Flex your foot, turn it to the left, sweep your leg left. Try to keep your body centered. Bring your leg back to the midline. Do that 2 more times. Sweep. Come back to the midline. 1 more time. Sweep. Come back to the midline. Bring your knee down. Take the knees wide. Press it back. Child's pose. Said Garuda was born out of a giant egg. And when he was born, the gods were so fearful of him because he had these giant wings and these giant claws like Maleficent's. Shift your weight forward back to tabletop position. Same arm, same leg. So it's the right arm and the left leg, okay? Press your left hand to the ground, brace your core. Take your right arm forward. You can either turn your thumb to the sky or you can keep your palm facing the floor. Straighten your left leg, float it up parallel to the floor, pull your belly in. Sweep your arm right and leg left. Come back to center. 2 more times. Sweep right and left. Come back to center. 1 more time. Sweep it right and left. Come back to center. Bring your hand down, knee down. Good. Reset your hands however you need to. Just the left arm. Reach it forward this time. Turn your palm to face the floor. Draw your shoulder blade down your waist. Sweep your arm to the left and all the way by your hip. Come back to center. 2 more times. Sweep it back. Back to center. Good. 1 more time. Sweep it back. Come back to center. Lower your hand to the ground underneath your shoulder. Straighten your right leg. Float it up parallel to the floor. Pull your belly in. Turn your leg out to the right and sweep it. Draw it back to the midline. 2 more times like that. Notice how your left hip kind of wants to move back and forth. See if you can keep it right at the midline of your body without too much wobble. Lower your knee down, press it back, child's pose. So when Garuda was born, he was so big, and this, the body of like a big, huge, super strong man. And the gods begged him, begged him, begged him to please make himself small because they felt so threatened by him. Shift your weight forward. Now we're back into tabletop. Okay. Left arm, reach it forward over your ear. Palm up or thumb to the sky. I mean, palm down or thumb to the sky. Take your right leg back. Sweep your arm left and leg right. Come back to center. Sweep left and right. Come back to center. Root your right hand to the ground as you pull your armpit away from the floor. Sweep. Come back to center. Bring your hand down, knee down, curl your toes, lift it downward facing dog. And once you're in down dog, take your hands shoulder distance apart, spread your fingers wide. Garuda has giant talons, like claw your hands into your mat. Take another 20 seconds or so to move. That might be your hips, pedal your heels, raise a leg. Yeah, say, good morning, body. Happy Wednesday. How we feel today. Hi, Elsa. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk your hands back into your feet. Once you're there, separate your feet, hip bone distance, or even wider if that feels better. Grab opposite elbows, bend your knees, let your head go. Swing your upper body side to side, or maybe you twist right to left. Release your hands to the ground. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way out to the side and up overhead. Urdhva Hastasana, palms touch. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep both arms out to the side, reach up overhead. Exhale, soft knees as you fold forward, head, neck, and shoulders low, half sun salutation. Inhale, bring your hands onto your shins. Look forward, lengthen your spine, pull your belly up and in, draw the shoulders back and together. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, reach both arms out to the side and all the way up, palms touch, look up. Exhale your hands through your heart to your side. Good. Let's add on. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, half lift, lengthen your spine, hands on shins or your fingertips to the floor. Shift your weight forward into the balls of your feet and start to crawl your hands forward to plank position. Once you're in your plank, press your hands down, broaden through your collarbone, straighten both legs, and lengthen your tailbone toward your heels. Stay, take a breath. Lower your knees, chest, and chin down to the floor. Once you're here, press your pubic bone to the floor, snake into cobra. Lift your chest, draw your shoulders back. Exhale, curl your toes, lift your hips, take it back, down dog or child's pose. Stay really strong through your arms. Lift your forearms away from the floor. For 3, 4, 5. Look forward, bend your knees. Step or hop to the top of your mat, half lift and lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, reach both arms up high, Urdhva Hastasana. Now we're at the top of our mat. Exhale your hands through your heart to your side. Inhale, arms up, full sun salutation A. Exhale, hinge forward, Uttanasana, head, neck, and shoulders low. Inhale, half lift, look forward, lengthen your spine. Exhale, flatten your hands, step one foot back, step the other foot back, plank position. Shift your weight forward, up to you, knees, chest, and chin to the floor, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog, and breathe. Spiral your thighs in toward each other. For 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look forward, bend your knees, step or hop forward and half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach both arms up high. Exhale, samastitihi. Last one on your own. Move with your breath. Nice, everyone is taking their own pace. I notice, some days my pace is really slow and steady. Other days my pace is a little faster. Tune in with your own energy today. Once you're back at the top of the mat, there's no hurry, so please take your time once you're there. But once you are there, separate your feet hip bone distance apart, lean forward and swing your arms left and right. So Garuda learned from a young age how to make himself small. And at first he had to make himself small because the other gods felt threatened by him. Swing, swing, swing. Let your arms almost feel like they're getting longer. Just loosening up some fascia, connective tissue. Swing, swing, swing. Swing your right arm underneath your left. Reach your elbows forward and stand up. Good. Now just kickstand your right leg out to the side. So shift all of your weight to your left foot, kick your right leg out to the side. Pick it up, draw your knee into your chest. Take it back out to the side. Tap your toe. Do that again. Knee up into your chest. Take it out to the side. Tap your toe. One more time, knee to your chest. Take it out to the side. Tap your toe. Bring your knee into your chest. Lower your foot to the floor. Lean forward, swing your arms. Swing, swing, swing. So just notice if your shoulders are starting to loosen up, neck muscles starting to loosen. Swinging is good for all of that. Okay, bring your left arm underneath the right this time and stand up. Reach your elbows forward. Shift all of your weight to your right foot. Take your left leg out to the side. Draw your knee into your chest. Take it back out. So here we check in with our wobble. Root down through the ball of your right foot. Pinky toe mound of your right foot. Middle of your heel. Take it up. Hold your balance. Lower your foot down with control and release. Good. Inhale, reach both arms up high. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, look up, lengthen your spine. Step it or hop it back, your choice. Knees, chest, and chin to the floor, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up high, bend your knee and open up your hip. Look under your right armpit. Can you bend your knee quite a bit and kick your butt? Now, while you're here, draw your left kneecap up to the sky. That'll engage your quads. Take one more breath. Square your ribs and hips. Draw your knee all the way in between your hands, pivot your back heel to the floor, rise up in warrior two. Once we're in warrior two, reset your feet, front heel to back arch alignment, draw your sits bones together. Eagle your arms, bring your left arm underneath your right. This time, start to lift your elbows up a little bit. Draw your sits bones down to the floor. Maybe open up your chest. Take 2 more breaths. Take 1 more breath. Undo your eagle arms, reach them out to the side like a capital T, front to back. Virabhadrasana 2, pick up all 10 toes, spread them wide, plant them back down. 1 dancing warrior. Inhale, straighten your leg, reach both arms up. Exhale, come back, warrior 2. Flip your right arm, inhale, reverse warrior, possibly a half bind with your left arm or take it down your thigh bone. Hold here for 2 more breaths. For 1 more breath. Come back up, strong eagle arms, then lean it forward, not eagle arms, warrior arms, but making the shape like an eagle would. Take your elbow to your thigh, reach your left arm up and overhead. Extended side angle pose. Then once you're there, play around. Where do you want your elbow on your knee? You want your hand to a block or the floor? With your top arm, you could reach it straight up overhead. You could reach it up and over your ear. You have about 15 more seconds. What can you do to be comfortable, strong, stable, and yet comfortable in the pose? Take 1 more breath. Exhale completely. Press through your heels as you inhale, come all the way up. Straighten your leg, dance your warrior 1 time. It's just to give us a little release in the hip. Back to warrior 2. Good, then inhale, straighten your leg, reach both arms up, heel toe your back foot in, triangle pose. Bump your hips left, reach it forward, hinge, hinge, hinge. Keep the length in both sides of your waist. Bring your hand to your shin, a block, or grab your big toe. So once you're here, even if you bring the back of your hand to your shin, press the back of your hand to your shin in order to roll your ribs up to the sky. Left ribs to the sky, right ribs forward. For 2, press through the ball of your front foot, heel of your back foot. 3, 4, looking good, Elsa. And 5. Press through both heels, inhale as you come up. Good, as you rise up, this time turn your heels up. You'll turn your heels in and toes out. Take your hands to your thighs, bend both knees. All right, good. And then shift a little right to left just so you can find a comfortable pelvic position for you, what feels okay on your knees. If it bothers your knees to come too low, you come up higher. Reach both arms out to the side. Turn your palms to face forward. Take up as much space as you can. Get really big. Reach left and right. Stand up straight. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, eagle, right arm underneath the left. Reach your elbows forward. Inhale as you lift your elbows up to the sky. Exhale, draw them down toward your pubic bone. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Come right back up to center. Take both arms out to the side. Straighten your legs and turn your toes forward. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold. Any version of your wide leg forward fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. So in the classic A, bend your elbows 90 degrees. Take your hands to the floor, shoulder distance apart. Some of you might grab your big toes. Right now, I like to flip my palms up and walk my hands all the way through. Allow the weight of your head to give your spine some space. For 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, bring your hands to your waist. Inhale as you rise up. Step back to the top of your mat, Samastitihi. Shake it up. Shake, 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 shake. Bend both knees. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen your spine. Step or hop it back, your vinyasa. Knees, chest, and chin, or bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. So up dogs with thighs off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left leg up high to the sky. Bend your knee, open your hip, look under your left armpit. Reach your left leg up high, square your ribs and hips. Step it forward between your hands. Pivot your back heel, rise up, warrior 2. Eagle your arms, bring your right arm underneath your left. Reach your elbows forward. Feel the stretch in the upper back. Good. Now, some of you could lengthen your tail down toward the floor. Draw your sits bones together, almost like you were tucking your booty under. Take 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Come back out to warrior 2. Increase your wingspan. 1 dancing warrior. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale, bend your knee back to Vira 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle pose or extended side angle pose. What's your version of it? Good. Nice self-assist, Nancy. Yeah, you can grab your ribs, roll your ribs up toward the sky. Your other ribs, bottom ribs will follow. Breathe. What can we do in this moment to give ourselves our full attention? Take 1 more breath. Press down through your heels as you inhale and come up. Dance your warrior 1 time. That's just to give you a little relief. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back to warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, heel toe your back foot in. Hinge, reach it forward. Uttita Trikonasana, extended triangle pose. Press down through the ball of your front foot. Soften your front knee just a bit. And now some people like a really wide stance. Listen to your ankles. Want to keep length in both sides of your waist. Sometimes if my stance is too wide, it puts too much strain on my ankles. But can you twist your ribs open to the sky? Look up toward your thumb. If that bothers your neck, you look straight ahead. Take 1 more breath. Inhale, come up. Again, heels in, toes out. Take both arms out to the side, bend your knees. So we're in our goddess stance. Line your knees up with your second toe. Swing the left arm underneath the right. Garudasana. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, flex. 2 more times like that. Inhale up. Exhale, flex. 1 more time. Inhale up. Exhale, flex. Come right back up to center. Hold it here. Take your arms out to the side. Create as much space as you can. So Garuda was told to make himself small. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, back down. Bend your elbows. Bend your knees. 2 more times like that. Inhale up. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale up. Exhale. Straighten your legs. Step it to the top of your mat. And take your feet about 4 inches apart or so. Okay, so we go from big to small, big to small. Garuda had a mom. She had a gambling problem. Soften your knees, soften them, soften them, soften them. And then kind of slouch forward, let your arms dangle. Now reach both arms out to the side, palms face forward, shift all of your weight to your left foot, take your right foot out to the side. So we're starting in kind of this slanted star position, but we go from really big to really small. So think of this enormous, magnificent being and the people around him or her saying, "You are way too powerful. Please, please, please make yourself smaller so I don't feel so insecure." Okay. Pick your right foot up, wrap it around your left. Maybe you hook your toes behind your calf. Bring your right arm bring your left arm underneath the right. It can be done both ways. I've been like flip-flopping back and forth lately to see what I like better. Sit down into your imaginary chair and get really small. Draw your elbows to your ribs. Take one more breath. Inhale, rise up. Release your legs. Take your arms back out to the side. Good, now get really big. Increase your wingspan, pull your chest forward, but pull your belly in. Shift your weight to your right foot, left foot up. Pick your left foot up and wrap it around as high as you can. So the higher we come, actually the tighter the bind will be. Roll your thighs in and toward each other. So this time, right arm under the left. So we're going opposite of how we normally do. Not sure I like it this way, but we want to try it. Now get small. Draw your elbows down toward your knees. Rise all the way up, bring your knee up and release it. Okay, so now our next sequence is just a transition sequence. Bring your hands into your chest. Inhale, pick your right knee up in toward your chest like one-legged mountain. We're gonna go same leg. I didn't like that opposite leg. Reach your arms out to the side. Bring your right arm underneath your left. Take your right leg over your left. Eagle pose. Pick your right knee up. Step it back into a crescent lunge. So with crescent lunge, we want at least 4 inches from left to right. Inhale as you lift your elbows up to the sky. Exhale, take your arms back, airplane your arms, lean your body forward just a bit. So when we pitch our body forward, keep a long line from the crown of your head to your heel, pull your belly in. Step it up, one-legged mountain. Take your right leg over your left. Bring your right arm under your left. Right knee into your chest. Step it back to your crescent lunge. Inhale, lift your elbows. Undo your arms, airplane the arms. Good, one more time through. Knee into your chest, and there's no hurry, just take your time. Eagle your legs, eagle your arms. When you're ready, step it back to crescent lunge. Lift your elbows, then release your arms, airplane your arms. Lean forward slightly, feel your upper back muscles work. Good, one more time through. After the last time through, you'll bring your knee into your chest one final time, lower your foot down and shake out both legs. All right, good. Second side. Okay, so the exact same thing, but now with our left leg. So if you feel like you need, reach down with the standing foot, right foot, ball of the foot, arch, ball of the foot, pinky toe, and center of your heel. Hands to your waist, left knee to your chest. Take it up and over. Reach your arms out to the side. Bring your left arm under. Now we're not holding. So this is about how fluidly we can transition. Draw your knee into your chest. Start to take your leg back. Step it far back for your crescent. Have enough distance from right to left that you feel balanced. Lift your elbows. Lean forward, airplane your arms, open through your collarbone. Step forward, knee into your chest. Left leg over, left arm under. Bring your knee back to your chest. Step it back, crescent with eagle arms. Inhale, lift your elbows. Exhale, airplane your arms. Good, 2 more times like that. Knee into your chest. There's no hurry, you go your own pace into eagle. To crescent with eagle. Airplane the arms. Good, can you run through that one more time? Good focus. Wisdom act is happens when we give something our full attention. Back to the top of your mat whenever you're done. Take your time if you're not done with the last one, okay? Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Bend both knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Step your left foot back, far back. Drop your knee to the ground, untuck your toes. Anjaneyasana, reach both arms up high. Smooth your buttock flesh toward the floor. Draw your pubic bone forward. Lift your chest. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart and twist right. So you can stay right here. Keep your back knee on the ground. Put padding under it if you need. You can curl your toes. Lift your back thigh off the ground. Some of you might be binding. For 1. Lengthen your spine. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Come right back up through center. Take your hands down onto the ground. If you didn't already, curl your toes. Lift your back leg up. Press your hands flat. Step it back, plank position. Hold your plank. Press your hands into the ground. Pull your belly up and in. Hold for 1. For 2, keep your neck long. 3, palms flat, but get grippy through your finger pads. 4, 5. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward behind your thumb. Drop your back knee, untuck your toes. Nope, that was the wrong leg. That's okay, stay there. Shift your weight back, Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Press your right heel down, turn your toes to the sky, toes and knees up toward the sky, and lengthen your spine. Shift your weight forward, stack your ankle over your knee, press your hands to the ground, curl your toes, lift your hips. Okay, this time we're just going to switch our legs. So step your right foot back, step your left foot forward, drop your back knee, untuck your toes, reach both arms up, Anjaneyasana. Draw your pubic bone up toward your chest. Inhale, open up. Exhale, hands to your heart and twist left. Can you move your ribs up away from your hips? So with Garuda, he had a mom, and she had a gambling problem. And she had a gambling deal with a group of serpents, and she lost. And so they took her. She became their prisoner or their slave. And Garuda heard about it, and he really wanted to help his mom out because he's a super good guy. Take 1 more breath. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Come right back into center. Hands down onto the ground. Curl your back toes. Lift your back knee off the floor. Hold it. Take a breath. Step your left foot back. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. Can you pull your ribs in away from the floor? Exhale completely. Roll your triceps back toward your heels. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Step your left foot forward again. Drop your knee. Untuck your toes. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Flex your front foot. Press your heel down, toes up. So the snake said, sure, we'll let you have your mom back, but we need you to steal the nectar of immortality first and to bring it to us. And then we'll happily give you your mom back. So Garuda had to go through 3 obstacles. 3 is like the magic number. Shift your weight forward, stack your knee over your ankle, curl your back toes, lift your back knee off the ground, and again, step it back, plank position. Okay, this time, lower your right forearm to the ground, lower your left forearm to the ground. You can either interlace your hands, interlace your fingers, keep your elbows shoulder distance, or palms flat, but hold for 1, hold for 2, hold for 3, straighten your legs, hold for 4, hold for 5, lower all the way down to the ground, tuck your toes or untuck your toes, Sphinx pose. Draw your elbows back. Take 1 more breath. Lower all the way down onto the ground, Shalabhasana. Press the tops of your feet to the floor, press your pubic bone to the ground, hands by your side, palms up or down, draw your shoulders back, lift your chest, float your feet, float your hands for 1. Broaden through your collarbone, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Always lengthen your tail down toward your heels, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Release 1 cheek to the mat and rest. So we had to go through 3 obstacles, of course, to get to this nectar of immortality. Second locust pose. Whenever you are ready, inhale as you lift up. So the first obstacle was he had to fly through a ring of fire. And so in order to do that, he went and he was giant with his ginormous beak. He scooped up all of the water of the rivers and extinguish the fire. Release, lower down, bring the other cheek to the mat and rest. If it feels good, windshield wiper your legs side to side, swish, 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 swish. From your belly, flip right on over to your backs. Before we do our back bends, we're doing core. So we just did a little bit of spinal extension because it's so healthy for our spine, but eagle your legs, take your right leg on top of the left. And now see, notice even if we can't come into eagle fully when we're standing, like our toes don't hook behind our calves, it might even happen when you're on the ground. Eagle arms, bring your right arm underneath your left. Press your low back gently to the floor, nod your chin to your chest, exhale up. Little eagle crunches, keep them really small. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it. Second side, eagle your legs, left leg on top, left arm underneath. Exhale, lift 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it. Bend both knees, lift your hips, take your hands with your palms down just under your sacrum. So kind of one on each side of your sacrum, just by the low back, like right about here. Take both legs up to the sky. Point your ankles with your legs, flutter kick, right over left, left over right. Can you straighten your legs? Spread your toes. Lower your legs down. You'll gently press the low back into the back of your hands. Bring them back up to 90. Lower down. Come on back up. So Garuda wasn't just big and strong, which he was, but he was also smart and took his time and thoughtful. Lower down and had a good intention. You know, his intention to rescue his mom. Lower down, come back up. 2 more times. Can you keep your legs straight? And back up. 1 more time, lower. And back up. Bring your knees all the way into your chest. Take your legs out really far and long and wide. Take it out super wide. Reach both arms out to the side. Cactus your arms or capital T starfish. If anyone's got a block here, you can put the block right underneath your sacrum, probably even toward the lower part of your sacrum by your coccyx. Let your legs open. So the second obstacle was another ring, and it had spikes coming all inside of it. So it was a really small ring, and he, you know, all these super spikies. So Garuda, because now he already knew how to make himself big and how to make himself small because he learned when he was young, made himself so super small and tiny as possible so that he could fly through the ring of spikes. Lift your hips. Some of you might choose to stay here in a supported bridge. Bend both knees, keep your feet hip distance apart. Others, press your upper arm bones to the ground, move the block off to the side, interlace your hands behind your back. Smooth your buttock flush to your knees. Others, maybe you're ready for Ordba, that's fine too. You're doing a total of 4 more back bends for 3, 4, 5, lower. You'll lift back up, another minute and 30 seconds of back bends. If you're staying in supported bridge pose though, you go for it. Just, you can put the blocks, 1 or 2 blocks under your sacrum and stay there. So from Garuda, we learned that our intention needs to be a good, put in kind of quotes, good intention when we take some action. And that often with our obstacles, we need to get in touch with our inner divinity, our inner power, something that we forget, we lose touch with. And not just that we forget, but actually sometimes society really wants us to forget. The people around us make us forget how amazing we are. You have another 15 seconds. If you're ready to come down, come on down, come into a counter, pinwheel. Broken bridge is with your feet wide, knees together if you like that. Some people like Supta Baddha Konasana with feet together and knees wide. That one's not my favorite, but pinwheel is my favorite. Bend both knees, take your feet pretty wide, mat distance apart, and drop them to one side. Look over the opposite shoulder. If you were doing something on one side, switch sides. Come back up into center, walk your feet all the way together. This is time for your inversion. If you are near a wall and want to take your legs up the wall, go ahead, take your whole mat up the wall. Otherwise, you can bring both legs up for dead bug. Let your feet just hang off your ankles. Take both arms up with your hands directly over your wrists. Let your hands hang off your wrists, close your eyes. Allow your shoulders to get heavy. Our talk about magnificence and eagles and humans with giant wings, I always think of Maleficent. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Maleficent, first Maleficent. And when she has her wings taken from her, and it's like the shriek, the sound that she makes is, but we all know the sound. It's the sound of someone stripping you away of what is most precious to you. I think we've all felt that at some point in our lives. So Garuda, eagle pose, Garudasana, teaches us to connect with that part of ourselves that's still there. It feels like our power is taken. It feels like our divinity is taken. It feels like what makes us special is taken. But we just have to go and reclaim it. Those of you who would like to stay on your back, if this is better for your knees, you come right into figure 4, right ankle over your left thigh, clear your whole ankle, hug your left leg to your chest. Those who prefer pigeon pose, rock and roll, take a vinyasa or not, but make your way from a down dog, right leg up high, bring your knee forward just behind your right hand. Walk your foot over toward your left hip bone. Tent onto your finger pads, curl your back toes, lift your knee off the floor. Lower your thigh, knee, and top of foot back to the mat. Exhale, crawl forward. I love to thread the needle in this pose. So if you're doing that, left arm underneath the right and bring your left ear to the floor. Sweep your right arm up and overhead. Tent onto your finger pads as you spiral open toward the sky. If you're face down, walk both hands back up and in. Switch sides if you're on your back. You guys know, switch sides. You don't have to take the same variation that you did on the first side. So maybe you threaded the needle on the first side and you want to do something else second side, that's fine. Whenever you are ready, start to make your way onto your backs. Happy baby or a spine twist, any final posture that you need. And what will bring you happiness and joy today? Shavasana, use whatever props you need to get comfortable. You have your eye pillow, grab it. I like pillows or blocks under my knees. Start to bring your awareness back into your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle your wrists and ankles. Take a big stretch in whatever way feels good. Roll over onto one side, curled up in a ball. From Garuda, we learn that we are magnificent beings, that we are divine, that we are stronger than we think, that we can do more than we think, and that we're capable of absolutely anything that we put our minds to. Over the years, just like Garuda, society, people, whoever, coaches, even well-meaning people taught us to be small, taught us to not use all of our power and not to harness all of our power. But we have faced these obstacles in life. And when we face these obstacles, whatever they are, whether they are snakes and serpents or rings of fire or whatever, but when we're able to tap into our own divinity or our own power, we can overcome the obstacles. Make your way up into a comfortable seat whenever you're ready. I want to share one more quote with you. This is by Eckhart Tolle again. And this one is really resonating with me right now, this week. Whenever you're immersed in compulsive thinking, you are avoiding what is. You don't want to be where you are here now. Bring your hands to prayer position at your heart. Let's take a moment and thank our bodies for being strong enough and healthy enough to be here today. Let's take a moment and dedicate today to connecting with our own inner power, to not being afraid of it, to knowing when to make it big and when it's okay to get small. Thank you so much, yogis, for sharing practice with me. If you would like to close with one sound of Om, take a deep breath in. Namaste.